Hello, meet everybody. It's Michele Marie Dalene. I did go to a video of Cumby's, but it got so long and so tedious that, and of course, I wanted to do a redo, but technically, the management nicely said to me, "Hey, Michele, this Porch gets really busy. If you would like to keep it under 10 minutes." So, like, I said, okay, that's not a problem. I didn't see any sign posted anywhere. So anyway, I was just getting ready to wrap it up. I would have got into so much crap in the technology side. I don't think I'm gonna really want to watch it. So I'll just keep it short. We were proposing a project design. We were talking about how we'd like to get rid of all those craziness, having all those power adapters hanging everywhere. If you ever work around with enough electronics, you'll know that there's this habit of not the power adapter. Okay. I just got a message from Bradley. Okay. So I guess that's another topic, which I'm going to bring up here because that would have been. So let me get back to the original topic, and we'll get to that. So the idea is that we could have this power supply, this one big power supply, instead of lots of little power bricks laying all over the place, which gets really unyieldy. So that we could have everything conveniently plugged in to one source instead of lots of little sources. But there was no pre-made one available at the rating I needed. So the question was DIY or buy, and I ended up going down a rabbit hole finding plugs, fuses, cases, high voltage switch mode power supply units to and circuit breakers and fuses, and by the time I was done with it, just trying to spec it up, I ended up basically just realized that I basically would have created a big giant white elephant, literally beige, but still big enough anyway. And I just said, this isn't going to solve my problem. This is just going to be one more big box that technically would solve the problem on one level, but not very well. So we kind of tabled that project. Wasn't anything I was going to be able to do this month anyway. I could have bought some of the parts, but it was just a lot of money, and I said, nah, let's hold off on this. So that would be a nice project for a future. But then we did talk about the Fire and Ice Vacuum Tube Amplifier Project too over the years. We talked about that, how we'd like to be able to build that, to build a beautiful vacuum tube stereo amplifier. So that's another project as well. Well, let me just talk really quick here to Bradley for a second here. He's having some issues right now on that. Okay. All right, so that project is kind of on hold. It's not going to be a hype rate. Now let's talk about the other thing. I'm not going to go into too much detail on this because I don't know everything. Apparently, there's some people on my Discord that don't get along with other people on my Discord, and some of these people don't get along with my people on YouTube either, leaving me feeling like, oh my goodness, like, why is it so many people can't stand each other? And yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I just don't know what's going on. I care about everybody, and I really am so saddened when people don't get along with each other. So, someone could explain it to me. Please explain it to me. Please talk to me. Let me know what's the problem. Okay? Could I know what's going on? Could you please talk to me? Let's fix whatever's the problem. Okay? I know people have different opinions, so I get that. It's a community. Doesn't mean we're all the same. We're not homogeneous. We're a heterogeneous group of people with many opinions and viewpoints, and some people don't get along with other people, and that's just expected, right? But when I hear that my people are upset with other people, it just breaks my heart so much, because I really feel like it's just sad. I don't really like it. So if you guys feel like you're getting hurt or something, or being bothered or pestered or whatever, you want to let me know private, that's fine. I can't guarantee I can change the world, but I'm on 4 different channels every day. If you don't get along with people in panel A, then just go to panel B and C and D. I mean, there's got to be some place you can feel comfortable. I just don't like that. No, I really don't. So, I guess those are 2 things I would say. So, I did have a pizza. I did have donut. I did a video. The Cumby, but it was so long in the tooth. By the time I was done, it was over an hour and a half later. That's right, an hour. No way is anyone going to want to watch an hour and a half long video of me, Carmen and Lumi, talking about fuses, circuit breakers, overcurrent protection, DIN plugs, DIN rails. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I got something going on for tomorrow. I got a couple things coming in tomorrow. We're going to be testing, okay? Got some ideas. But we're not going to be able to test all ones. I also got 2 more sports bras today, too. Now, the 4X. The one I bought, which is later was an update, is a 5X, which even this is a little snug. But the 4Xs are going to be like, it's going to be like wearing, I don't know, it's going to be snug. Well, we always got them anyway. Hopefully you can get them on your chest. Yeah. Yeah, I got right now I'm wearing the 5XL sports bra. So, I also the nightgown was pretty good last night. It was good because it was very chilly, so it can be toasty. Like a Quiznos sub. Toasty. Yeah. So anyway, I didn't have any problem with the management of companies. I just said sorry about that, and I just quietly packed up my bags and headed out. You know, I didn't even argue with them. I just said, okay, you're right. It is getting a little long in the tooth, isn't it? This video is just taking way too damn long. I normally don't do a 45 to an hour and a half video, Cumbies. That's usually ridiculous. I never, no, because that's just, it's just when I get so excited about stuff. I just talk. Especially if it's in my favorite field of science, technology. So yeah, it's just sad. But anyway, so the circuits idea, I got things to test tomorrow, so I can give you that what they are. First of all, RFID tags versus skimmers. I did an experiment with this last night. Because I installed the RFID reading app on my phone. I know my phone has built-in Apple Pay. I didn't want to use Apple Pay. I just wanted to use a separate app just so I can read the card raw contents. I didn't care about trying to add these cards into my Apple Pay. So I had and I found out that my phone can read an RFID card for like a credit card about 1.5 inches away. Okay, so that's like 3 centimeters. Not exactly a huge distance. When I had a whole stack of credit cards next to each other and trying to do the same reading again, I found out that the card would not be able to read all three. If you have 2 or 3 RFID cards next to each other, it could not get a good solid reading. It just said, nope, no good. So which means if you got multiple cards in you all at the same time, you're probably safe. Because like Great Scott explained how RFID cards worked. I don't know how you would be able to generate a signal strong enough to read a whole stack of cards from a distance. I'll just keep it at that level of simple. So, because the transceiver in the card is not that strong, so it's not going to be able to send a huge amount of digital data back. It doesn't necessarily mean somebody can't crack it, but I just don't see how they could do it. So, before you rush out and buy all these crazy wallets and sleeves and all these fancy cards, you might want to check to see if you really have a problem with that or not. You may not. But if you really do, then yes, you can certainly get protection for that. So that means that's some money I don't have to spend on prototyping. And also, tomorrow we're going to be trying to organize the cabling a little bit better under this desk. Again, because we have to, because this is getting crazy, all these cords. And I mean, I want to clean up the desk a bit, which is related to everything else we've been talking about. But anyway, that's another project. So for now, I'm going to let you go. Just wanted to let you know what's going on. No, I was not banned from Cumby. Just so you know that. In case somebody tries to read something in between the lines that wasn't even done. You just let me know nicely that they want to try to keep the people on the patio less than 10 minutes in case there's people that want to go out there because there's only 2 tables, which I said that's not a problem. I said I apologize for taking longer than I should have. And I just, like I said, just quietly picked up my bags and left. I had 2 donuts and I had a cherry diet cherry Coke. And frankly, I like the lemonade better than the cherry Coke on the sleigh. And the donuts, I could do better without the chocolate ones. I don't really like the donuts that much. But they were the pink ones. So I didn't get the pink ones. I did get a piece of pepperoni pizza. So I got there late. And tomorrow will be kind of chilly in the morning. So I don't know if I'm going back out there again. Just because I just went out there today, but I probably will be going out there soon. Maybe in a few days. Because it's going to get soggy on Saturday and Monday, or Sunday and Monday. So I probably won't be going out there on Sunday or Monday. I don't know about Saturday either. But that's another thing. But for now, oh yeah, there is one thing I'm going to try to do. We're going to try plugging in some of the new cameras too. don't hold me to it. Okay, I'll try. I got enough things to try to do tomorrow. A lot of different products to test. So, for now, I'll let you guys go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.